hey guys, welcome to The Reality.
Or welcome back to The Reality.
It's episode 28. We have a very special guest today.
Let's welcome host and producer Jolie from Young Hollywood.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being on.
my
We
God.
really appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you
excited.
so much.
So, for everyone that doesn't know, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Totally. Okay, so a little bit about me. So basically, I guess we'll just start with current day versus my life story. But I'm Jolie. I live in Los Angeles. I am the host and producer, like she said, for the digital entertainment network Young Hollywood. I interview people. I interview a lot of like TikTok stars, Netflix stars, just, who's in, like what's hot. And I actually love making TikToks and everything myself too. So I'm like a little bit a mix of like, maybe that influencer, even though I don't consider myself one, and actually like, career host interviewing people. So
Nice.
Okay, cool. So can you tell us a little bit like what type of interviews you do?
yeah, so a little bit background on the interviews that I actually do. So because of the pandemic, a lot like I like started over completely Zoom. My first interview actually like with Young Hollywood over Zoom was KSI,
Okay.
the YouTuber. Yeah, love him. And so the interviews are like social media stars, like a lot of them, like the big ones, like Jake Paul, honestly, like a lot, like Sway Boys, even though they're not Sway Boys anymore. And then a lot of like Netflix stars, so Outer Banks cast, All American cast. So basically, like if you're seeing them like on your For You page or you're seeing them blow up on YouTube and stuff, usually we've tried to interview them. So
Okay, nice.
Nice.
And how did you get into social media?
So that was kind of a long story. I'll keep it short. So I started like modeling when I was 5, and then obviously social media like came about. Obviously not when I was 5, but like over the years and stuff. So I actually got signed with IMG Models. I was a model like with them for a while till like I was like 19, and then that's kind of when social media kind of picking up. I guess when I was like 17, like streaming services were starting. It was Musical.ly before TikTok. And so I was like, I feel like there's some kind of angle here. So I started streaming on YouNow, and I don't know if you guys remember YouNow.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I started streaming on YouNow, and I launched a show with IMG on there, and we like scouted other girls because I was scouted on Instagram and stuff like that. So I like hosted, interviewed them, and then I was like, okay, what's Musical.ly? And so I was actually in the Musical.ly train, started a live show over there, worked with Musical.ly to produce a show, just interviewing people, like doing photo shoots with them in person and stuff. And then I realized, I actually like really like the talking side of things versus just modeling. And then Musical.ly turned into TikTok. And then I moved to LA and met like just reaching out to everybody I could. Eventually got connected to Young Hollywood through like just reaching out, networking and stuff. And then Young Hollywood came about. So I was just always kind of in the social media live streaming world. I got big on Musical.ly / TikTok because of live streaming, not because of posting videos. Like I can't really dance that well.
Okay.
Like through like interviews, like live streams and stuff. But that's how I kind of dove into social media, was definitely like when things were just starting to emerge and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, nice. And how long ago did you start working for Young Hollywood?
I was super part-time before the pandemic, and pandemic hit. So probably March or April of 2020, I think it was,
Okay.
is when like full blast, like really became my life.
Okay, nice. And what led you to start interviewing people?
So I was a Sports Illustrated kid reporter when I was 10. And so like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was 10, but I knew that I liked it and everything. So I actually love sports, like no, and a lot of people know about that just because I don't post a lot about, I do stories and stuff about sports, but I love sports. So when I was Sports Illustrated kid reporter, I was like, oh my God, I love this. Like I love athletes. Like I love like stadiums, all that good stuff. And then as I got older, I was like, no, like I need to break into hosting. I can't just jump into sports because sports is actually really hard to get into for hosting. So I was like, I'll do pop culture, entertainment. And I like relate to a lot of these people because like I'm just so into social media myself. So then that kind of got me into, like, wait, what was the question?
Oh, I asked you what led you to start interviewing people.
Well, I knew I was obsessed with sports and like talking to athletes, but in order to break into hosting maybe one day for like sports and stuff, I would need a reel. And so I got into entertainment, but I like love everybody. So I like love the entertainment side. And so like it's life. Like TikTok controls the world, social media does. So I'm like in that world, which I absolutely love, but I still like ultimate goal is probably like athletes and sports.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice.
nice. And can you tell us a little rundown of how you prepare for an interview?
Okay, so this is fun because I used to have like not panic attacks, but I would get so nervous, like prep, study, like oh my God, like literally had to like prep for days, like rehearse the questions. And when it becomes your day, like life, and you do it every single day, you're just like, I could literally come up with questions in my sleep. So, but my method is still knowing, like I literally like basically find out everything there is about to know about the person, because that's like honestly one of my favorite parts is like to actually like know what they're doing and like understand what they're up to and stuff. So how I prep is basically stalk their Instagram, stalk their TikTok, see what people are commenting. A lot of times you have to like ask the right things because of what people are commenting, what people want to know. So I'll just stalk their social media like crazy, watch every YouTube video of them. And then I'll write up the questions based on basically assuming what the public would want to know. So I prep by just stalking everything and then writing the questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who has been your favorite person to interview?
Okay, so this is like my most asked question because like of course like I have talked to a lot of people, which has been awesome. And it's still crazy to think that I have because I was literally part-time before COVID and like literally was scared out of my mind to do anything. And but I guess like my favorite person. So I loved the Too Hot to Handle cast.
Yes.
That literally from Sunday. I literally love them. They're like so awesome. They're great. And it was a really good vibe because we were at a good house and like that was awesome. So maybe the Too Hot to Handle cast. I love JJ. I don't know how to actually say her full name because it's really tricky, but love her. She's like 17 million, 18 million on TikTok. Love JJ. I love SJ Blue. She's awesome. And then I just love everybody. That's the thing. Like my mom will literally call me, or I'll call my mom afterwards and be like, I love them. She's like, you say that every time you get done with an interview. She's like, well, like she'll be like, what one's your favorite or whatever, and I'll be like, I don't know, because I just love everybody. Like I'm such a loving person. But Too Hot to Handle cast, I'd say like currently right now was the best. Like I love them.
Okay.
Nice. And is it like sometimes awkward, like interviewing people like you don't know? Or like, are you shy sometimes?
Yeah. I would say it's really nerve-wracking. Okay, so I interviewed Zendaya and I literally was like, I
saw that.
I can't do this. I can't do this. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And then people are just so nice. Like, obviously sometimes people, it's like, not really just an act because it's their job to do what they're doing. So it's like, they don't really whatever, but like you can, like, it's their job to be nice to you. Yes. So it's like, do I take this to heart or do I like, is this real kind of thing? Cause it's like, it's your job to be nice, but like I get really, really nervous, but sometimes it'll be awkward when the person just like, cause they'll like take long pauses to answer and you're like, do I jump in or are they going to do something? So I think the only like awkward part of it is like when they're just like kind of like thinking about it and then you're just like in a room staring at each other. But I realize that's actually how people operate. So like now I'm fine because I'm just like, okay, I just need to give them time to answer. Yeah. And it's also, someone gave me a tip. They're like, if you don't answer them right away, like if you ask a question and because like as a host, it's your job to ask the question and then they answer. Mm-hmm. But if you like, and then once they're done with their answer, if you don't jump in right away, they get really nervous because it's your job as a host to guide the conversation. So they'll start rambling on and then spill information that they don't necessarily would want to. Mm-hmm. So basically like it's the best if you ask the question, they answer, and then you like wait a few seconds and think about it because then they'll get nervous and be like, well, actually, and then like, so that's fun. That's a fun game to play.
Okay. And do you prefer in-person interviews or on like via Zoom interviews?
Oh, I prefer in person. Totally. It's such a different vibe. People are so much more willing to people love to make content, and over Zoom, it's like, you can't do that. But people genuinely love to make videos and TikToks and stuff. And like in person is the only way to be able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So like now that you say that you do in person, how do you know if they like really want to be there or they don't? Like, does their body language say it? Like, are they coming in like not want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's like I always say like you can feel the vibe. And people are always like, like, what did that mean? And I was like, you just have to be there. Like, you can feel it. But the thing is, like, because we do have a really good reputation and we have like good segments planned, in my opinion, I'm a little biased, but usually if you're coming, it's going to be fun. And like, hopefully, I think maybe they don't think it's fun, but it's definitely like if they're in person or whatever and they're just kind of like, you're like, okay, well, we'll speed it up. Like, you're here, we're getting content, like this is happening, but we understand you probably don't really want to be here, so we'll speed it up a little bit. But you can tell, like, if the vibes are off, the vibes are off. But for the most part, when people are like mentally prepared, they're coming to do an interview, they're pretty much on game.
Okay.
And have you done an interview that's like never made the cut, or you guys never like put out?
That's a really good question. Who have you done any that didn't? We've had to cut some things out because people would reveal information that they really don't want the internet to know. So we've put out everything, but we cut out some stuff.
Okay.
So we'll put it that way.
Okay. So like during an interview, has anyone like disappointed you, like that you didn't think they would?
Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like I literally put you on a pedestal and then it was like, this is the vibe.
Yeah.
This is who you are. So I think with that, there would be like that. Where it's like, wow, you're really like, I grew up watching you or like knew something. And it's like, it's either like, oh my God, you're so normal and you're literally like, we would be best friends if you weren't famous, like kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
we could totally relate and be best friends, which that's the toughest part because it's like, I know, like if this wasn't Zoom or like maybe we went in person or you weren't, you know, like Zendaya, like we could like, I literally would be your friend. So I think that's like, that's like the hardest thing to grasp. And like, it's like, oh my God, like we would be friends, but you're Zendaya, so we can't be friends kind of thing. So I think that's the only like hard thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you love the most about interviewing people?
I love people. I love talking to people. So I think the thing I love the most is like, I love making videos with the talent. Like everyone is just so fun. I think that my favorite thing is I just like genuinely love people and being able to ask them questions and like get them to talk. I think getting them to talk and like saying things they haven't said on the internet before when people like literally know their lives is like the thing I love the most.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Do you have any like crazy fan experiences that happened?
Crazy fan experiences. Okay, so I realized that like my fans are like fans of the people that I interview, but it's fine because I like bring it on, be my fan now, like like not even really my fan, but like me, follow me too, like thank you, appreciate you, because like they assume I'll be able to say hi to them and like everything like that, because like some like I stay in touch with honestly most of the people that I've interviewed, like actually a good amount compared to like what you'd think, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, I do see them, yes, but I don't think we're in the position to be like, hey, like, can you say hi to my friend kind of thing. But I would say, wait, what was the question again?
No, I was asking if
so all over
like crazy fan experiences.
Oh, fan experiences. I think just a lot of people just immediately, if I interview someone, they ship me with them. Like I'll interview like one person for like Riverdale and it's like, oh, they're dating. And it's like, I interviewed him. Like
yeah.
What? Like I'll post a video and I'll be like, oh my God, like is she with her now?
Yeah.
It's like, I literally interviewed him with his girlfriend. No, like we're not together. So I think it's like the automatic shipping with somebody is like just like the craziest thing because it's like the internet will believe anything. So
for sure.
Yeah.
And what's one thing social media has taught you?
The one thing social media has taught me would be, oh, that's a big question. Has taught me.
We're really putting you on the spot.
It's not that people are normal because social media is very fake. Because it's just so, because I see the opposite side of social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see what's not real. But I think social media has taught me that in general, I think that people are people. Like people are actually human beings, like very normal. In social media, like you don't think people are real or like things are real because it's social media. Like you don't actually meet the people you follow and stuff and like all that stuff. So I think what social media has taught me from like just like as a whole is that like people are actually really cool. You know what I mean? Like you can't judge, you cannot judge people off their social media because all of it's fake. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
yeah.
Do you have any like goals or future visions for your career?
I really like people will say this and I'm like, not necessarily like, oh my God, I want to be Oprah or anything like that. Cause I'm like, I feel so stupid saying that because it's like Oprah's Oprah, like Ellen's Ellen and stuff like that. And like, obviously there's a lot of hosts in the world. There's a lot of different, like entertainment is a hard industry, like a very, very hard industry. But I would say I really, really, really want to somehow have my own show, I think, for sure. And I really want to like, I always said I want to have like a personal talk show for athletes. So we don't talk about the sports or the stats or anything, but athletes come to the show and like talk about their personal life, play games and stuff. I think that'd be epic because I've just always wanted to get into sports. But I guess dream big, and I'd say like maybe a show.
Okay.
Nice.
I love that.
Yeah.
Since you're in like the public eye, is there something that people maybe wouldn't know about you? Like I know you mentioned sports before. Like, is there something else?
I'm very, very, people always like, cause I guess I just like, people just don't know this in general. I'm the biggest tomboy, like country, like riding four-wheelers, like not dirt bikes, but four-wheelers, like totally country, grew up on like a farm, like,
Okay.
and people like, I'm so LA, like I'm not so LA, like, cause that sounds like whatever. I'm not so LA. I love makeup. I love getting dripped out. Like I love the fit pics, but like, I literally, if I'm not on camera, I am not wearing any. Like, I love the chains and everything like that, but like I am just in athleisure. I love like literally just such a boy. So I guess like a lot of people just think I'm all like glitz and glam and stuff just because that's my literal job. But I would say like I'm the biggest tomboy ever, like diehard sports fan, like just such a guy.
Us too.
Us too, yeah.
Yeah.
People don't know that. Like people like, and that's not gonna be my Instagram feed, you know what I mean? Because people don't want to see that, you know?
Yeah.
But, like that's literally me. So
Is there any like moments in your career where you can say like, Mom, I made it? Like anything memorable?
I kind of low-key interviewed Obama when he was at the White House, which I was like, but I was like 12.
Oh my
so
That's crazy.
Really?
I went to the for sport. Was it for? It was for Sports Illustrated. So I guess I was 10. For Sports Illustrated, we went to the Easter egg hunt. The White House's Easter egg hunt. And then I talked to Obama for like a hot sec, but that wasn't really making because I was 10. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was just like, oh, that's Obama. I mean, Zendaya was pretty cool because it's Zendaya. Like she's really, really big deal. So like I was texting him, I'm like, oh my God, like I got Zendaya. Mom, I made it. I think if I got offered to like have a show or like launch Young Hollywood into something really big, like we did, like our CEO did something like next step wise, I think that's when I'd be like, we did it. Like we're going up kind of thing. So I think I think it's yet to come. Like some experiences have been really cool where I'm like, Mom, like guess who we booked? Like this is gonna be like my mom like literally like is my best friend. She's like my momager. So every single little thing is, Mom, guess what? But I think it's yet to come, to be honest. Like I'm literally so like obviously on social media and stuff, it looks like I've conquered a lot, which I have. Like I'm not discrediting. Like I'm very like blessed to have done what I've done, but like there's still so much more like that I want to do and like stuff. So I would say, yeah, yet to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you say to your like younger self? Like what advice would you give your younger self?
What would I say to my younger self? I always ask people this, and then I get asked it, and then I was like, oh.
You're usually on this side of the table, but
I literally am never like that's the thing. I was like, I'm never like hesitant to do like podcasts and stuff because I was like, I love talking to people and I love talking and stuff, but I literally do not talk about myself. So I always have to like mentally prepare to do it because I'm like, oh my God, people actually want to hear from me because like you're so used to people not caring about like you.
Yeah.
But so I was like, oh God, I guess I can do it. Just keep going, honestly. Like I've worked my whole life. Like I went through it as a kid, like not like, oh, pity me or anything, but like growing up in the modeling world is hard, like very, 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 very mentally hard. So I like, to my younger self, I would just say, just keep going. Like, just keep going. Cause like, obviously I didn't know like it would be turned into like hosting and like meeting all these cool people. But so I just say, keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything that you would change about some of the choices you made, either in the past or in the present?
I always go back on this was pre-pandemic, and I think it was just because I just really didn't know what way I was going in my life. But I went to college all online. So I I went to school in person till 10th grade, and then 11th and 12th grade were freshman and sophomore year of college. So I converted to do my so I have my high school diploma, and then I have my 4-year degree. But like before, like I was just kind of not lost at all. And I didn't necessarily want to go to college in person, but I would always go back and be like, I just wish I had the college experience. Like none of my childhood was normal with schooling and stuff and all that. And like my sister killed it in high school. Like she was so popular, like prom queen. And then she went to college and thrived in college. So her life, like as a younger sister, like you look up to your older sister, her life looked freaking awesome. So fun, like like frat parties and stuff, which whatever. But so I was always like, I wish I had like at least got a little bit of a college experience. But now, like looking back, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
Like I literally don't care. So I guess like just I think about that, but I would never change that. Like, but in the moment, you always like just wish like things were different. Like when you're living in the moment.
Yeah.
But like, no, like I wouldn't have done anything differently. I don't think.
Okay.
And what makes you you? Like personality traits, anything.
What makes me me, I think is what makes me me is that I'm a go-getter, I think. Like if I know like I know I'm on my shit. Like I'm just all career. Like I'm seriously everything is related to my career, and like my work ethic, my determination, and like my mindset is me, I think. And just everything is like career related.
Yeah.
So I think like what makes me is that just like resilient go-getter, I think.
Okay.
Good. So what's it like living in LA? Since we don't live in LA, can you tell us like how it is?
Have you been to LA?
No, I have
No.
not.
Have you even been to LA? Do you want to come to LA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where are each of you right now?
Montreal.
Montreal, Canada.
Oh, you're in Canada, so you're not even in the United States.
No.
Okay, so picture LA is Instagram in real life, but like the fake side of Instagram. It's really
Oh
good.
my God.
Oh, okay.
So there's a difference between visiting LA and living in LA. And I think living in LA, you have to be strong. You have to be confident. Like if you're not ready and confident with yourself, I don't know, you're ready for LA. LA is a very, very, very tough place to live, but it's also unreal, like absolutely unreal. Like I picked to live closer to the beach versus like Beverly Hills or the city where like I work Beverly Hills, like West LA, but I live in the like next to the beach because I'm just like, that feels like I'm not like less LA, I'd say. But it's like unreal, the beach, like the vibes, the people are way chill out here and like stuff, but you just have to be tough. Like you have to be tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
But
how
I'm
do you?
also in the entertainment industry, so that's a whole nother issue. That's a whole nother game.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
even the entertainment side.
Yeah.
For sure. And how do you determine who's like your real friend or who's using you for your like, I guess, fame?
I feel like no one's actually using me, to be completely honest, because everybody I am like involved with has like fucking 12 million followers. So I'm definitely don't think people are necessarily using me. If anything, they might be asking because it's like, oh, she gets invited to cool things. So it's like, if I'll be your friend, I'll get invited. But I have a very, very small circle. I have like one friend, like close friend. So I have like my sister here. I don't talk, like I do not share any personal information with anyone but like my really good friend Emily, who's here, my mom and my sister.
Okay.
And my roommate. I love my roommate to death. So I think it's just a very small circle. I keep to myself a lot, and then determining whether if like people, you kind of know, because like if they're like in person and they're like, oh my God, and they don't even follow you on Instagram, and that's a huge, like, yeah, follow on Instagram, but like that's a big deal. Like social media is life out here. Like if you get a follow, it's because they're your friend. You know what I mean? So like if they talk a lot but don't do anything about it, then you obviously know like they're literally just trying to be nice in person kind of thing. But you just know, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Even you guys, like in like Canada, if you meet someone and they're just like nice to your face, but then literally don't do anything about it, then you're like, okay, well, why were you even nice to me?
Yes, exactly.
But, I think you just like have to pick and choose like basically who you open up to and stuff, and then you'll get the vibe right away. But it's tough out here because people don't want to be your friend.
Okay.
Okay. So talking about
I'm making LA sound horrible. I promise it's amazing. Like LA is absolutely freaking amazing. Like it really is, but you just have to go caution no matter what you do.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes sense. So talking about that, if you're able to spill some tea, is there anyone that you've spoken to who wasn't like nice or wasn't like what you expected?
There's definitely, I just have to think, because there's definitely got to be somebody that I was like, who did I not have spoken to that? Like also because like a lot of it has been over Zoom, it's easy to get away with stuff and like fake it and be like, okay, for 10 minutes of my life I can just fake it. But
yeah,
who hasn't been? Let me look at YouTube. I need to ring a bell. I'm trying to think. Honestly, like TikTok people and everything, they're normal.
okay.
Yeah.
I guess there's really no tea, but people will come in like just kind of like not literally on something, but just like they're crazy.
Okay.
Like, and you're like, whoa, like you're insane. Like Lil Cal, he came in, he's not a big one, it's not really tea. Like he came in with an entourage, like two Escalades, literally just like fell asleep on the couch during the live interview. Like literally
Oh my God.
asleep on the couch. Like it's just like it's fun. It's fun. Like nothing went wrong or whatever. But I was like, oh. So like there'll just be instances where like behind the scenes, it's like, or like we interviewed Jenna Ortega, right? Maddie Ziegler. We got so much hate on TikTok from posting the videos because everybody was commenting. They're like, oh my God, like why would you even ask them that? Like she's Maddie Ziegler and you're gonna ask her like that, like this, like not so much tea, but just basically like people like are like, how dare you ask her that? And it was like literally asking her like about Instagram. So it's like tea is like how people react maybe, but like people will come in like on like very crazy instances and you're like, this is my life. This is my life.
Yeah.
Has anyone come in that's been like, I know I'm that, like I know I'm the shit, basically?
Right. Honestly, no.
Okay.
I'm surprised.
And you're like, this sucks. There's no tea.
Oh, this is good. It's a whole different perspective on how, I guess for personally for me, how I would see TikTokers. Like to me, they're like, they would think they're, you know, the shit because of how many followers they have. But that's good to know that they're actually humble, you know?
They really truly are. And like people don't really understand that. Or like you assume like with the guys, you're like, oh my God, you hit so many girls. Like this is ridiculous. Like you're hooking up with new girls every night, all that. Like they literally don't do anything but play video games. Like Griffin Johnson, I interviewed him in his room and I was like, what's the vibe? Like, what are the girl situation? He's like, I don't have like given he could have been lying. But like genuinely these guys are just, I think, so used to being able to reach any girl and stuff like that like they just don't. Like obviously depending on the guy and stuff like that, but they're normal people. Like they literally come in and like, given like they might not make a video with you because it's like, okay, look, like I'm not like, I don't want to say that like because everyone's gonna go crazy. Like if someone's gonna spill the tea, it's gonna be me because I'm gonna get so many views off that. So the TikTokers are like smart, but they really come in like they don't have followers, which is very, very interesting. Like JJ has like 20 million followers on TikTok right now, and she came in literally the most normal person I've ever met. She's 20 million followers.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And she stayed in touch. Like we literally text. And it's like, but you have 20 million followers. Like it's just a weird, like a weird dynamic.
I guess they want to stay like down to earth, like when they portray like their image, I guess.
Yeah. And also like it could go away in any second. Like, say TikTok got deleted when it was threatened. What do you do with your life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they also understand the like it's not gonna last forever kind of mentality, I think. So that's another part of being humble.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do your days consist of?
Days consist of prepping, booking, editing. Because I set up all the shoots and everything, like I edit all the segments. So if I'm not shooting and like doing Zooms or on camera, like shooting in person, I'm editing them, posting on socials. I literally have like my really, really good friend. I love her to death, Dana. She helps, like, she's like, it's just like literally like my other half. Dana's awesome. So it's basically just us like grinding all day, every day, like doing socials, editing, posting, and then prepping for interviews and stuff. Because usually we have either if we're not in person or we have a Zoom. So it's a lot of just like prep too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know that you're active on your social media. What do you do on your downtime?
I love taking Instagram photos. Okay, so these are like the things about me. So everything's work. So I'm always working. If I'm not working, I'm either working out because I absolutely love working out. So I'm either working out, taking Instagram pictures, or on the beach. Okay. My life is very, very like you can assume like very not structured at all. Like my life is like so unplanned. Like we'll find out an hour before like the press conference with Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley found out an hour. I had to be there. An hour.
Oh, wow.
Like nothing's planned. Like it seems planned, like because it's like you have to like plan out an interview, everything. No, in an hour I had to be at the press conference. So like nothing's planned, but it's just if I'm not doing Young Hollywood, which is never, I'm just working out or probably taking selfies and going to the beach, working out. Going to the beach.
Okay, love that.
Yeah.
And do you have any advice for us since we're like just, kind of starting out?
Good question. I would say for advice for you guys or whatever or just like honestly anybody that's trying to like break in is that just literally make content. Because so the reason that I was like considered by Young Hollywood before I got hired was because I literally was just so sick of not being able to do what I wanted or whatever. I made a show. Like I literally just made a show. Like I went live on my own and just like literally cold DM people like, hey, will you come like be interviewed by me? And then I built a reel. So depending on like kind of what severity, if you do want to go in entertainment or like really just in general, like how to grow, literally just do it. And I know that's like so hard to do, but like TikTok's amazing, like to grow and get yourself out there. And yeah, given it's hard to go viral and stuff like that, like, but just literally just make content. And if it doesn't do anything, it doesn't matter because eventually it will do something. Because if you're trying to get hired by something and it's like, okay, well, what have you done? So many people will be like, well, it's like, just do it. So like when people ask what you've done, you did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like literally just do it regardless of if nobody watches or nobody, like nothing, like just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Yes.
No, the fact that you guys started a podcast and everything, and like you're literally like you have this, you'll be able to say you interviewed people and stuff. Like you guys are doing it. Like a lot of people will be like, I want to do it, but they just don't actually do it. That's why it's like you guys are killing it. You started a podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
I mean, you could not be doing a podcast and just be sitting around, like
yeah.
You guys are actually doing something about it, which is good.
Very true.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna play a game called This or That.
Okay, I played this game before. I'm ready.
Okay. Pancakes or waffles?
I eat protein pancakes sometimes, so pancakes.
Okay.
Okay, day or night?
Oh, night.
Okay. Texting or calling?
Texting. I'm not gonna answer your call.
Okay.
Chocolate or vanilla?
I go in phases, but right now it's chocolate because my protein shakes are chocolate.
Okay. Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Okay. TV shows or movies?
Hey, I don't watch movies. Literally haven't watched any movie ever. TV.
Okay. Save or spend money?
I'm a huge saver. Huge. I will not buy materialistic things, nothing. But I love online shopping. Shein, love you. The chains, love you. I definitely think spending. I'll go with spending.
Okay.
Fast food or healthy food?
Healthy.
Okay. Eyeliner or mascara?
Because I do false lashes, I don't have them on right now. This is my real lashes. But I would say mascara or no, eyeliner,
Okay.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
eyeliner. Because I can just falsies and it works.
Hey.
Smart. Lipstick or lip gloss?
Ooh. I would say lipstick. TikTok literally determines everything I do with my life. But I would say, I got the literally, I'll get it. I literally got the Dior lipstick because of TikTok. So I'm like, I guess on gloss right now, but lipstick in general because I love having color to my lips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bronzer or blush?
Oh, I love contour and bronzer. So bronzer.
Okay.
I love contour.
Skirt or dresses?
I was such a skirt kid. I think I'll go with skirt.
Okay. Heels or flats?
Oh, because I'm into Jordans and like trying to be a sneakerhead right now. But heels, because I feel most confident in heels, even though like Jordans look so good. Yeah. But I would say heels.
Okay.
Okay. Fruits or vegetables?
I would say fruits because it's summer, because of peaches. Love them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to play Would You Rather.
Oh God. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Lottery.
Okay.
I do not need to find love.
Would you rather have 5 million on Insta or 5 million in the bank?
Oh my gosh. That's such a unique good question. I'm trying to think because it's like if I have 5 million on Insta, I might have brand deals, but brand deals wouldn't make me $5 million. But Instagram?
Okay.
I'll go with Insta.
Okay. Would you rather lose your sight or all of your memories?
What the hell? For life?
Sure. Why not?
All the memories I have so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
But going forward, yes or no?
No, you start new memories.
I think I need to see. I'll get rid of the memories.
Yeah. Would you rather have the ability to fly or to be invisible?
Invisible. I would. Oh, for guys that I would be all up in that. I'd be right next to them and they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Would you rather get a paper cut every time you touched paper or bite your tongue every time you eat?
Paper.
Okay.
Would you rather be a rat or a skunk?
Oh my God. A rat.
Okay.
No, maybe a skunk. I'll do the skunk.
We'll do skunk. Okay. Would you rather give up your cell phone for a month or showering for a month?
Oh God. I got to still shower for a month.
Okay.
Even body showers. Can I just not wash my hair for a month?
Sure. We'll put that.
I'll give them not washing my hair for a month, but I can get it. I can do because I can go to the ocean or something.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, it's true.
It only cell phone. I'm not addicted. It's my life. It's my whole career. So
sure.
I would give up shower because I can still function on my phone.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up internet?
Oh, heating, air conditioning. I can deal with that. I don't even have air conditioning and it's freaking hot in LA.
Oh my gosh, crazy.
Yeah.
Would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out during the night?
Everything happens at night, but everything my life happens during the day. Day.
Okay.
Would you rather have 10 spiders crawl on you or get stung by a bee?
I don't care about either. Like I'm fine either way. So I would
Really?
Yeah, I don't care. Like,
oh my God, I hate spiders.
I guess I would do the bee, or no, I'd rather have the spiders because I don't like getting stung.
Yeah, probably same.
Yeah.
Would you rather spend a week in a forest or one night in a real haunted house?
Do I have to fend for myself in the forest?
Yes.
You're probably gonna be alone. So
haunted house. I don't want to be in the forest alone.
Would you rather have a pause in your life or a rewind button?
I would do the rewind because there's one weekend or set of days I would really like to relive. So I'm gonna do the rewind.
Okay. Would you rather forgive or forget?
Forgive. I'm a really, really chill person. Like, honestly, I'll probably forgive you. So I would forgive.
Okay. Would you rather marry someone that doesn't love you or marry someone you do not love?
Marry someone who I don't love because you gotta love me. That's just, I think, yeah, marry someone I don't love versus who doesn't love me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather date someone with their ex's name tattooed on their chest or date someone whose ex lives next door to him?
Chest. Put that on their chest. I love makeup. I can beauty blender that shit away.
Yes.
Yeah, true. Okay, so this is our last game, okay? It's called If You Could.
Ooh.
Okay. So if you could, yeah. If you could wake up in someone else's body, who would it be and what would you do for a day?
Someone else's body. Oof. I think you know what I would do? I would wake up as the dude I'm into and then just text me and be like, hey, I'm in love with you. Like, you're the one. And then he'll go back into his body and then I'll be like, wait, I love her? Oh, that's right. And then I'll be like, oh, I do love her. And then everything will be fine.
That's actually really smart.
That's a smart one, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd be able to be like, knowing what it's really like. So then me going back as well could be like, okay, that's a good body part. Need to do a lot with that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. If you could only eat one type of food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
French fries.
Okay.
Okay, that was quick.
Yes, confident.
Yeah. Oh, French fries are love them.
If you had $5 million, what's the first thing you would do with it?
5 million. I would open a studio. I would make a TV set.
Okay.
Nice.
If you had one vacation spot to travel for the rest of your life and you couldn't go anywhere else, where would it be?
Maybe like whatever is like beautiful. I would say Greece, but I don't know. I wouldn't be that far away. Maybe like Turks and Caicos or like Bora Bora or something like that. Like just beach, like complete beach like life.
Okay.
Okay. If you can only drink one substance for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I actually only drink water now. I don't even drink, so I would do water.
Oh,
as boring as it is.
But healthy.
Healthy. Yeah. All the vibes. My skin is
Love that for you. If you deleted all your apps on your phone, which would be the only app that you would keep?
I would say Snapchat, but I don't use it that much anymore because so I guess not really Snap. It used to be my number one because I use it so much, but the guy that like stopped snapping me.
Oh.
So not Snap. I'm trying to decide between TikTok and Instagram. Maybe I'd keep Insta.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we just want to say thank you so much for being on. We really appreciate it.